Well, the crappy-ass beater wagon needs a couple things. A friend of mine's actually going to borrow it because she just had hip surgery and can't drive her manual right now. So it's the only two-pedal car I've got, really, besides the Tesla. This thing runs and drives pretty well, but I have no receipts or records of when the cooling system was last touched. I know the thermostat's bags. It's got a code for it in the computer, and the water pump, I have no idea, but I have 1,000 of them in my basement. So we're gonna do that. Spark plugs, an oil change, and then after that, all it needs is a pair of ballasts for the low beams, because for whatever reason, those are getting flaky. Pretty good amount of oil out. Filled up half the extractor and then a quarter, so that's about right. Now checking the 36, I'll get the oil filter out. A little more in, covers out, rain trays out, just T30s up there, 10 mils here. Then we should be able to get at the coils. This is an 01, so we'll have flat style coils, 10 mil nuts on both sides, 17 mil on the plug. Oh yeah. They had the wrong plugs in and they were roasted. I know these are the OE recommendation, but BMW spec'd the wrong plug for this car. Correct plug for this engine, M54 should have an NGK BKR6 EGP. Lots better. So there are those magnificent things again. I got the viscous fan out, the shroud out. It's a T20 and a plastic clip, 4 plastic clips on the nose vent, 2 10 mils on the airbox, flat blade screwdriver, release this little tab off the altitude sensor or whatever that is, and then you can just pull this out. I'm looking at dates on these. That looks like 07, so not great, but not original. This has 15 on it, which is awesome. That water pump looks bad. And 13 on the thermostat. So this thing's been piecemealed like crazy, which is fine. But it needs a thermostat for sure. And since I'm in here, I'm gonna pull this cap and I'm gonna probably do the water pump too. Although, drains an awful lot less coolant if I just do a thermostat. I'd feel better about it on the road if I do a water pump, so I'll do that too. Pro tip, start cracking these 10 mils here with your little socket wrench before you actually get the belt off, because otherwise it's really hard. In here it's either a T50 or an 8 mil. So a bunch of 10s and a 13 here. This is an 11. So there you go. Well, that looks like an original water pump. So oh shoot. Shoot, that was one of my thermostat bolts I just dropped down there. The water pump, it was marked 2001. That is original, so it's done 206K. I think we got our money's worth out of that, but now I've got to find a third one of these. When I put the thermostat back on, whoops. I'll feel a lot better knowing I'm not on a 205K composite water pump. And then, yeah, sure enough, 2013 failed. So that's a pretty short run for one of those, but the car sat for quite a while, so oh well. All right, well, the headlights are on, but they're not on, so I am still planning to convert these to just eBay ballasts and D2S converters. The new water pump's in, thermostat's in, plugs are in, oil change done. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this thing is a pretty solid beater for the upcoming polar run. And of course for the friend to use. I suppose I should clear the check engine light on this thing too.